Sam Jackson now. Let's talk about Sam Jackson. Back as Nick Fury. First of all, with all the cameos he's done with the character, this time we really get to see him very, very, very much more inclusive character this time. We really got to see almost what makes Nick Fury tick and how does he command Shield and everything like that. Almost to the point, who does he take orders from? Like, is there somebody on top of him that gives him orders? But we got to see that, and once again, say what you want about, oh, I wish it was the original Nick Fury and everything about that, but we got to see that more, and he shined again as Nick Fury. He shined as Nick Fury. I loved his portrayal this time as Nick more than all the other cameos. Remember, those are just cameos, so we got to see him more shine in this one. Very good. All right. Uh, now, of course, Mr. Ruffalo. Yes, indeed. Mr. Ruffalo as Bruce Banner. Um, I was impressed. I was very impressed. Though I still miss, I wish it was Ed Norton portraying him, but Mr. Ruffalo's portrayal as Banner, what he was given, worked to a T with him. I mean, he was very edgy. I mean, they would just show him, he's like, I'm like, man, why is he always like, he's like edgy all the time? Like don't touch me. I can't be here and everything like that. He's fearing, and but he played it very well. And he would always call the Hulk. He would say the other guy. He would never say the Hulk until he said it one time, but then he would say the other guy. And once again, bringing up continuity of all the things that each character has gone through, we saw that in this movie once again. But he was very good, and the moment of truth with him, to me, was showcasing basically the fact of I paying homage again to Hulk fans of how does Bruce change, you know, and that scene came up. He comes on like this moped, which is really funny, in the middle of Midtown, New York, and all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh yeah," and besides, you want to know my secret, and all of a sudden he just turns into the Hulk. No kind of anger. He just turns into the Hulk, and the and myself, my bro, everybody included in that audience, clapping ovation once he changed that way, and stopped one of the creatures. I'm forgetting the blind, like the Leviathan creatures. That was I was like, oh my god, that came right out of the comic books. Um, that was perfect. So bottom line, he did a very good job. Even my bro, who is a big Hulk fan, even said it. He really worked. He did very good at what he was given. And once again, like I said, even though we would want, I wanted Ed Norton to come back, but Mark Ruffalo did a very good job. I was very impressed at what he did uh, as the character. Everybody played their role very well. It This movie worked so well that, like I said, everybody's got to step up now. Everybody. It puts now everybody on a pedestal. Now, to me, and probably arguably everybody else, Avengers is up there on Mount Everest, and all the other hero movies still are climbing to get to that pedestal. Even Batman. I'm sorry, Batman fans out there, but The Dark Knight Rises has a lot to work with. They got a lot. He has a lot of work. Spider-Man has a lot to do because now we saw this movie Avengers, and we saw it come together so magically and so perfect. It's great. Great stuff. Great stuff. So good. This really showcases DC. I love you and all, but you guys can learn a lot from what Marvel is doing. You see how they did this movie, guys? Build up. All you guys out there, you talk about, we want a Justice League movie. That takes build up. And if DC doesn't get off their asses and stop making the company feel like BC in terms of only a certain pointy-eared hero, they're not going to. Avengers really showcased that Marvel is expanding. It's expanding, and they're ready. They're ready to expand. With all the projects they have in their phases, they want to know. Because let's face it, we know who Spider-Man is. We know who Iron Man. Iron Man is getting big now. We know who Cap is. We know who Thor is. But Avengers is also now a new way of introducing those non-fans that don't know about the characters to them. See what I'm saying? And we got to see that. We see that. So that's why I say Avengers is put on a new pedestal now. It is it's up there. And it is probably arguably, or both to say, the best superhero movie ever. Now, my cousin, one of my older cousin from North Carolina wrote on Facebook, he said, Avengers was good, but X-Men was better. I wrote on my Facebook page to him, and just or earlier, when I came back from seeing the movie, my cousin said that X-Men was better. What was he smoking? Because this Avengers is exactly almost the way what X-Men should have been. Best believe that. Now, the way the movie ended, in terms of, the public now noticing the Avengers, and the public kind of, the governments and everybody curious about, it kind of gave off a feel of a little bit of the Civil War in terms of, they should be held accountable for the damages they created. But then I love the scene where, another spoiler, people, where the blonde female waitress comes and says, should they be held responsible for their actions and everything like that? Captain America saved my life. And I would just like to say to him, wherever he is, and to the other Avengers, thank you. That was great. Having them not stay together in terms of, going to the Avengers mansion and everything like that, was perfectly well done. Josh Whedon, sir, thank you. You did a remarkable job. And anybody who doubted that you could do it as the director of this, bring all these characters who are so easily to be made into their own movies, worked. Now, was there some nitpicks? All this praise I'm giving it. Was there something that I wish? First of all, I wish the Hulk talked. I did wish the Hulk talked. I wish I'd have heard those 2 words from Cap, because I thought I was going to hear it at one point in the movie, but that was okay. So those are pretty much it. It was not too bad, but I loved how everybody just shined. Nobody outshined anybody. Everybody was well deserved. Favorite scenes? I don't want to give away too much, but let me just say, it involved the Hulk. And okay, let's put it like that. It involved the Hulk and Loki. That scene was so funny and so good. It actually came off pretty much like I would imagine the Hulk would do. So yeah, perfect. Just absolutely perfect. And I nearly talked for 30 minutes, guys, about just the all around the score, the actors, the overall action scenes. CGI was good for what it was. But what did I not talk about? It's the ending after the credits. Oh my god. Without spoiling anything, guys. For all those who never seen this movie yet, stay after, as always, you know the Marvel movies, stay after the credits. Because we get somebody that we see make his cinematic debut. And I knew they, I didn't, I had feelings they were, but it came true. When I saw the face, I screamed. I nearly had a heart attack. My heart was pounding. I felt weak. And the thing was, and I kid you not, guys, when I saw his face, I pissed on myself. I literally no, I'm not joking about that. I literally pissed on myself. And talk about just came right out just from seeing that, and I was blown away. Leaving, people were looking at me, moving there, and I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, do you know who that was? And people were just looking at me. I didn't care because I was just so like impressed at what I saw and who I saw. I cannot wait because Marvel has already said they want to bring another one, make another one. This character is going to rock. And like I said, I literally pissed on myself. I pissed on myself when I saw that. Overall, guys, excellent movie. There's so much I want to spoil for you guys, but I don't. Best movie of 2012. Best superhero movie. I can I can understand why critics have praised this movie. All those other superhero movies, to you got a lot to basically handle with the Avengers. Second second best rating opening movie with 80.5 mil the first day, beating out last year's Harry Potter. So to the cast, and without, like I said, don't want to. I didn't spoil everything because there were some things in there that I don't want to spoil. That you just got to be shocked for. For example, uh, the death of somebody. I'll just put it like that. But to the cast, to Marvel, to everybody who put their heart and soul into this movie, my hat's off to you. You did me, who is a truly true comic fan, very proud. 10 years. If I've been a comic fan for nearly 20 years now. And if I went back 20 years ago when I was 10 years old, when I first got into comics, and told my younger self, there's going to be an Avengers movie 20 years from down the line, my younger self would probably laugh at me and said, it's not going to happen. Look who's laughing now. And look who's enjoying it. And I'll leave it at that. 10 out of 10, guys, for the Avengers. Or 10 apples. Because I am in New York. Big Apple, get it? But It was very good. You guys, tell me what you thought of this movie. And you guys, stay cool. Y'all take care.